Good morning everyone. On behalf of Department of Civil Engineering, JANSONS Institute of Technology, I welcome you all for the online course on applications of Vastu in Civil Engineering. What is Vastu? Vastu is an observatory science in nature and applied science in our life. Vastu, the word, is an ancient method where the ancient engineer Vishwakarma used it in all types of constructions like forts, temples, and old historical monuments. Vastu is the science of architecture. It is the science which helps the civil engineer to find exactly where and which room should be, and it is truly in coordination with the nature. It has its own importance in civil constructions where an engineer should know about it. Vastu mainly depends upon the sunlight and the airflow. The invisible energies like electromagnetic fields, ultrasonic and infrared rays, gravity and radiations will directly have the impact on the space we live, and Vastu balances all these energies for healthy and prosperous life. It is based upon various energies which are present in this atmosphere like sun energy, earth energy, magnetic energy, wind energy, light energy, thermal energy, and cosmic energy. Utilization of these types of energies in the construction gives the best positive result. Vastu can be considered not only for buildings but for every city planning, house, temples, industries, etc. To start consideration of Vastu in houses, we need to find the north direction for the reference point because north is considered as good point or auspicious since the magnetic line forces moves from north to south. Vastu is a science of building construction which balances all the five elements like water, air, fire, space, and land of the nature for a healthy living and prosperous life. Enhancement of positive energies and subtractions of negative energies in Vastu provide environmental enrichment. Conventionally, the north is source and south is sink for electromagnetic flux lines, subatomic particles traveling along geomagnetic flux. The fundamental principle of Vastu mainly focuses on law of weights, that is, low weight area and heavy weight area, and balance of weights in accordance with nature. The Earth's atmosphere from the west rather than the east. A house should be designed in such a way that windows, doors, and all sources of ventilation absorbed as many positive rays as possible, and all the walls protect us from harmful rays. In civil engineering point of view, Vastu helps us to show the proper direction of doors, windows, bedroom design, interior, and entrance. All living beings in this universe is molded by nature with five elements like earth, water, fire, air, and sky, and these elements should be balanced for a harmonium to live in. It is a science of architectural in construction, balancing all these five elements for good health and prospects of wealth for any living being. It also helps us to give information about the house or building facing. The change in direction gives the change in Vastu for the building or house. Placing and directions of Vastu. The directions of places and their significance help the builder or engineer to know the tips of Vastu. East direction. It is called as the house of Indra. Main entrance at this place gives positive energy like health and good wealth. Next, west direction. It is also called as the house of Varuna or Lakshmi. Main entrance at the center of west wall gives good wealth. North direction. It is also called as the house of Kubir, the god of money. South direction. It is also called as the house of Yama. Main entrance at the center of south wall should be avoided. Next is northeast direction. It is also called as House of Shiva. The plot of this zone should be free from all constructions and it should be open to sky. The more increase of this side gives the more positive energy. Southeast direction. It is also called as House of Brahma. Kitchen should be provided at this place. Next is northwest direction. It is also called as House of Vayu. This is the place where the toilets are provided. Next is southwest direction. It is also called as the House of Wind. Main bedroom should be constructed at this place for peaceful sleep. Scientific reasons of Vastu. Vastu is a logical science to ensure balanced flow of natural energies present in the environment. The laws of Vastu are based on many natural principles such as speed of sun, rotation of earth, electromagnetic energy present on earth, solar energy, etc. Providing rooms in houses as per Vastu. Let us see how the houses are to be provided as per Vastu. Sloping in house as per Vastu. Vastu prefers side sloping towards north since side sloping towards north receives much more solar radiation as compared to side sloping towards south. Next is door and windows openings as per Vastu. Vastu advises main openings towards northeast since in tropical climate rain blows from southwest to openings towards northeast is favorable since it won't be receiving direct rain. Study room as per Vastu. Vastu advises to sit facing north or east because maximum glare during the day comes from south and west which affects the eyesight and health. Living room as per Vastu. For living areas, north and east are recommended from point of view of coolness and comfort. Kitchen as per Vastu. Kitchen is an important part of house where healthy and nutritious food for the family is prepared and cooked. According to Vastu, the right placement of kitchen is southeast or northwest. Bedroom as per Vastu. Bedroom is a space where we need to have sound sleep to gain energy for the next day. Therefore, the energy here should be snug and relaxing. It should be far away from the front, ideally that is the south. Also, the heavy weight wardrobes are placed in the bedroom in southwest. Toilets as per Vastu. In India, the infrared rays of the sun get projected on the west side. So, the west side is hotter, especially in the evenings. Therefore, bedrooms are placed in the southwest or northwest direction, which helps to block the western sun radiation to the other parts of the house, keeping them relatively cool. Underground and overhead water tanks. Providing underground water tank or boring well in the north or northeast zone to achieve reduction in matter and loading in geomagnetically stable and balanced northeast zone. Thus the capacity of northeast zone to act as the source of all positive energies is substantially increased. Overhead water tanks should be placed at southwest corner because the corner should take more loads to balance the Vastu. Terrace as per Vastu. More terrace areas should be located in the north, northeast and east zones. Roof slopes and ground slopes should be from the southern and western zones towards the northern and eastern zones. With the starting point as the northeast corner, More floors should be added towards the southeast, and it should be lowest point, and the southwest should be the highest. Surroundings of our house as per Vastu. To maintain the original balanced state of energy fields, no big trees should be planted in north, northeast, and east zones. Rather than it can be planted in south, southwest, and west zones. The basic plinth level should be increasing towards the southeast, south, and southwest, and it should gradually be reduced towards the west, northwest, and the north. All energies arise from east, and sun is the only source of renewable abundant energy to be utilized for our future, which brings vitamin D, UV radiation, and nutrients. And if the east side is blocked, the energies from the sun gets completely blocked. Natural lighting in kitchen should have more than 600 to 1000 illuminance. According to BIS standards, which is equivalent to 100 watts bulb of artificial lighting, and also exposure of UV rays in the morning time of cooking enriches our food with natural vitamins and nutrients from direct sunlight. The Vastu tips may vary from the facing of house directions. There are four directions of house or building facings: east facing house, west facing house, north facing house, south facing house. Drawing plans as per Vastu. Let us see the east facing plan. This is the east facing plan. Let me explain how the rooms are provided in the east facing plan. Entrance hall and puja room should be at the northeast corner or east. Dining and balcony should be at south side. Kitchen, staircase and bathroom should be at southeast corner. The master bedroom should be at southwest corner, and the children bedroom should be at northwest corner. The second entrance for east facing house or building should be in the north side towards east corner. Balcony may be at northwest corner. The flooring height should be more at southwest corner when compared to other sides or directions. There should be more loads like cupboards or lockers in southwest. Cupboards or shelves for all the rooms should be for west side or south side walls. The door for children bedroom should be at south side towards the southeast corner. The door for the master bedroom should be at east side towards the northeast corner. The bathroom should be located at northeast or towards south. The main gate entrance should be at northeast corner. The height of the compound wall should be more than the height at southwest corner when compared to all other sides. West facing plan. The points which are mentioned in the east facing plan will also be applicable for west and north facing houses. In the north facing house, the main entrance should be placed at northeast corner or at the center of north wall. South facing house. The main entrance or the main gate plays a main role in this south facing house. In the south facing house, the main door or the main entrance should not be placed in the center of the south wall because the negative energy travels from southwest corner. The correct place to place the main door is southeast corner in case of south facing house because the positive energy travels from southeast corner. Here, the Vastu is compared with the human body and the components of the building. Vastu encourages the green building construction by use of natural materials with coordination of natural lighting and ventilation, decreasing the power consumption and utilizing sun's energy and nature up to the maximum extent. By following the Vastu principles in house, the positive energies of nature helps the inhabitants, and it is the key to success for leading healthy, wealthy and prosperous life. Next, let me explain about the floor plan and its types. Floor plan. A floor plan is a scale diagram of a room or building which is viewed from above. The floor plan may depict an entire building, one floor of a building, or a single room. It may also include measurements, furniture, appliances, or anything else necessary to the purpose of the plan. Floor plans are essential when designing and building a home. A good floor plan can increase the enjoyment of the home by creating a nice flow between spaces and can even increase its resale value. Key characteristics of a good floor plan. First one, versatile and flexible. We should be able to change or alter the rooms as per our requirement in the future. For example, we have to make sure that an office room can be easily turned into a children's bedroom. Second one, room layout. We have to make sure that the bedrooms are far away from entertaining spaces. The bathrooms should not face common entertainment spaces like dining room or living rooms. Most people will like if the kitchen opens to the dining or living rooms. So whatever is cooking can still interact with guests or keep an eye on the kids playing. Next one, size of the rooms. Whenever designing any room or hall, we have to think how many people will be in that space at one time. Do we have room to move around? Is there room for furniture to accommodate all the planned activities? Priorities and lifestyle. If entertaining is important, we have to make sure that there is a good flow from the kitchen to an outside space and living room. If we work from home, we have to make sure that our office gets ideal light and perhaps in a quiet location. Types of construction drawings. There are different types of drawings used for the construction process. Depending upon the purpose they serve, construction drawings are divided into 5 types. They are architectural drawings, structural drawings, electrical drawings, plumbing drawings, finishing drawings. Architectural drawing. Architectural drawing contains site plan, setting out plan, sections and elevations. Architectural drawing can be termed as the mother drawing for all the other drawings used for construction, as it contains the site plan, setting out plan, elevation, sections and other details. Next is site plan. This is the primary drawing used for marking out the plan on the ground. It represents the location, orientation, and information about the site's topography, landscaping utilities, and site work. Next is working plan. Working plans are set of drawings or 2D diagrams used to describe a place or object to communicate building. Working plan gives the information of horizontal dimensions of building, thickness of walls, clear spaces inside the building, and column locations. It also shows the openings required in the buildings such as doors, windows, and ventilators. Section drawings. A section drawing shows a view of a structure as though it had been sliced in half or cut along the imaginary plane. Section drawing represents the material of construction to be used, heights and measurement of the different components of buildings, type of structural components such as types of slab, etc. It also represents the drawing when the building is cut through a vertical plane. Next is the elevation drawing. An elevation drawing is an orthographic projection that shows the perspective view of house. It also shows the finished appearance of a given side of house. Next is the structural drawing. Structural drawings communicate the design of building structure to the building authority to review. Structural drawings can be termed as the backbone drawing of the building. It consists all the information about the structural intervention that are coming on a building. It contains many types of drawings with very minute details and descriptions. It represents excavation drawing, column and foundation layout, plinth beam layout, roof slab and beam layout. Excavation drawing. This drawing represents the footing excavation dimension, column position, footing plan and grid lines of column. Next is column layout. This drawing represents the position and orientation of columns and column reinforcement details. Plinth beam layout. This drawing represents the dimensions, position and section of plinth beam and the details of reinforcement in plinth beam. Lintel beam layout. This drawing represents the dimensions, position and section of lintel beam and the details of reinforcement in lintel beam. Roof beam and shuttering layout. This drawing represents the details of reinforcement of roof beam, section and shuttering details. Next is roof slab layout. This drawing represents the details of reinforcement of roof slab, its section and openings in the roof for various purposes such as stairs or skylight. Third type is the electrical drawing. An electrical drawing is a type of technical drawing that shows information about power, lighting of communication for an engineering or architectural project. Electrical drawing represents the details of electrical fixtures, location of switches, fan, light and others. It also represents the load calculation, tapping for electricity, wiring path and other interventions such as AC and UPS and its components. Next is the plumbing drawing. Plumbing drawing is a type of technical drawing that shows the system of piping for fresh water going into the building and waste going out, both solid and liquid. Plumbing drawings gives the location of sanitary, piping for water supply system, fixture and the process to connect every fixture. Finishing drawings. This drawing illustrates the finishing details and appearance of the building. Finishing drawings represents the finish type of every component of the building such as flooring pattern, painting color, false ceiling shape, plastering texture and elevation design. These details are sometimes given in the elevation drawings also. There is no standard rule for drawing required for a project. Depending upon the type of building and requirement, types of drawings are made and issued. Next we'll see about landscape plan. Landscape plan is like a floor plan for an outdoor area. Like a floor plan, a landscape design creates a visual representation of a site using scale dimensions. Landscape plans include natural elements like flowers, trees and grass as well as man-made elements such as lawn, furniture, fountains and sheds. A floor plan is nothing but an architectural depiction of the layout of a house. It is drawn to scale and presents a view of the house from the top, giving the viewer a better idea of the connection between spaces, dimensions, the traffic pattern through the home and other features. Often, it shows the placement of furniture, appliances and other elements that are arranged within each room. During the process of building a house, Unlike buying an existing house or apartment where one can view and inspect the property, the floor plan is significant as it presents a visual perspective of how the house will look and after it is complete. Earlier, plan drawings were two-dimensional, presenting a flat view from the top, showing the layout of the house. Nowadays, with the advancements of technology, especially the quality of floor plan rendering softwares, we can easily view the plans in 3Ds also. Everyone has ideas for a dream home, but those ideas need to be translated into drawings before the construction can start. A floor plan helps to decide what all needs to be incorporated into the house and presents a visual of how it will turn out in the end. 3D house plans include the details such as the furniture and the wardrobe fittings, which will be helpful for us to see and decide. Since the floor plan is drawn to scale, it is easy to work out the measurements of each area and to choose the furniture and the fittings in the right dimensions to ensure that the room does not look cramped or bare. With 3D rendering softwares, it's even possible to see the home in the chosen design style, making it simpler to buy the furniture and the fittings that suits the house. Floor plans are primarily intended for ensuring that the construction does not deviate from the blueprint for which approvals have been sanctioned. It also helps the interior designers in getting a clear idea of the interiors of the house so that they can make recommendations on the theme and the materials that are ideal for the home. The process of planning the interiors can start before the house is complete, as floor plans will provide insights into the amount of natural light, ventilation, and traffic movement in the area, based on which the interior design can come up with solutions that utilize the available space effectively. Thus, the floor plans and its types helps us to make our dream home real without any flaws. Thank you.